Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to another market review of E-mini, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 futures. So today I had two unfortunate trades, obviously on the paper trading account, right? But let's look at the narrative again today. Let's go with ES first. I was favoring this area to get hit. Obviously, price action is bearish, and I was looking for lower prices, but yeah, overall price didn't want to move at all, and the reason is tomorrow is CPI, so I'm pretty certain that's why price action is a little bit consolidating right now. I was looking for buys with 8:30 opening, so let's dive into it. Let's remove this one, we'll get there in a second. I was looking this morning. See, yeah, so 8:30 happened. Let me see, what's it on the 5 minutes? Let me scroll through it a little bit. Yeah, so at first I was looking at this area of price over here because we had a break of structure after we rated sell side liquidity and we had displacement. So this area over here was a good area for a buy. I did not take it because we had this terrible price action happening over here. So I was reluctant to get into anything. Now with equity open, we did run that buy side liquidity, which was a good partial area if you could have gotten in over here. And after that we displaced lower. So then I waited because I was still favoring higher prices up above these highs up here because we were trading below the daily opening and we were trading below 8:30 opening. So on the lower time frame we had a break of structure over here. So let me go to the 1 minute. Right, we had a break of structure over here. I set a limit just over here and I had my stop loss below here. And this is when price was about over here. Now, looking at this trade in hindsight, the time was off. So the time is also very important when you're trading, right? So look at the time when this limit got hit. The time I took it in this fair value gap because it swerved me over here. So I took it in the next fair value gap and then I put my stop loss still below here. But it still obviously wigged me out. Now the time is important because what time is this, right? This is lunchtime. So as soon as we came near lunchtime, I should have just avoided this area. So this is actually good to show too. So obviously this was not a good trade in my opinion. Now that I look at it in hindsight, let's take a price range from this low to this high. And this fair value gap obviously looked good, but it was also in premium because I believe this low should have stayed intact. Obviously, timing aspect, it was not good, but I learned from this one. I'm still new to indices, that's why I'm doing the recaps every day to train myself. But price delivery seems to be cleaner than Forex at the moment. So now let's go to the PM session and let's go to NASDAQ specifically. Because in the AM session it was just a little bit messy. Then we went into the lunchtime, right? And then lunchtime was a little bit of consolidation. Then we had a break of structure when we started the PM session. Created in these equal highs, right? So this is instantly something I would look for a buy, and that's why this fair value gap caught my eye. Also these lows looks like it can be sell side liquidity, but if you then look at ES, we actually took the lows on ES. Where was it? I think it was over here. Yeah, so 1250. Yeah, we took the lows on ES, so NASDAQ showed more strength. That's why I chose NASDAQ. It literally, I had my stop loss a little bit too tight, I think. It literally swerved me by, I think 3/4 of a point. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. The better thing to do is to put it on a long-term low, which is over here. And then I would have still been and target would be hit. But obviously that's hindsight. But yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. You can actually see the execution over here. 98650, and then I got stopped out at 75, and the low of this candle is literally 0.0, so that's 3/4 of a point. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate. It was a good setup. You could have gotten in again over here, in my opinion, but at that point I was away from the charts, so I did not capitalize on this one. But interesting. I had the direction right on this one in the PM session. Normally I don't trade PM session, but yeah, this PM session looked actually good. AM session not so much. So also highlighting why the buy side liquidity was more prone to get hit is also we had that SMT with the ES, but we also had this trend line liquidity going on over here, and then the equal highs, right? But yeah, just having a little bit of a wider stop loss was probably better. But honestly, I would have just assumed this fair value gap would get hit, and then we would reject from it. Let's split up the screen. Maybe we can see if I can spot something else on it. So 1 minute. Yeah, so you can see over here we have the same lows as over here, right? And then we see ES trade lower, right? So we have the SMT over here. I saw it take out this low, and then I got stopped out too. But I should have put my stop loss below here again, and that would have made sense because it was the same lows as these lows over here, right? So putting the stop loss in the same area which got rated on ES would probably be the better bet. And then it rallied up, right? And then we had another SMT. So these this was a good entry area again, because we took the sell side liquidity on ES, and then on NASDAQ it just shows NASDAQ was way more bullish than ES at this moment in time. So yeah, that's a interesting day for me today. Tomorrow we have CPI, guys, so stay vigilant of your entries. CPI is pretty volatile, and let the dust settle from the news, and then look for opportunities after. So guys, I hope you like this review. Once again, I also show the losses, right? It's interesting to see the losses too. I think you can learn a lot more from the losses than the wins, because we all know how a win looks like, and a loss is good to dissect and see where you could have improved. So hit that like button if you like this review. Subscribe, of course, and I hope you guys had a great day, and we will speak again in the next video tomorrow.